Adidas has been making waves in the racing world with its crazy light Adios Pro Evo 1. And now we're starting to see some of that technology trickle down into a more budget and more training oriented package here with the Evo SL. It combines some elements of, like I mentioned, the Adios Pro Evo 1 with some of the more SL versions, a little bit of the Adios Pro 3 in there, all in a very versatile package. So I've put about 30 miles on this shoe and I'm ready to give you my first impressions, do some comparisons as well. Just a quick disclaimer that I bought this with my own money, but all my thoughts and opinions are my own. But let's go ahead and dive into the specs. In a men's size 9.5, the stack height is 39 in the heel, 33 in the forefoot with a 6mm heel toe drop. In a men's size 9.5, the weight is 7.9 ounces. The price is $150 and I put this in the up-tempo trainer category. Now let's talk about what's new in the shoe overview. The upper is engineered mesh with light padding around the ankle and tongue. The midsole uses full Light Strike Pro, similar to the formula found in the Adios Pro 3, and the midfoot has a nylon shank for added stability. The outsole has continental rubber in the forefoot and clear rubber patches in the heel. So now moving on to fit, I went with my usual men's size 12. I thought that it fit true to size. I had a thumbs width at the end and it's a little more spacious too. It's definitely not like that snugger kind of racing flat feel, which was nice for training in it. But I had no blisters or rubbing or anything like that. One issue I did have with the upper though, that's just a minor annoyance, was the tongue. By the time I ended my run, it seemed to always slid down or slid over, and just a little something I thought I'd mention. It never bugged me while I was on the run or anything like that though. Moving on to the ride of the Evo SL, this is definitely a smooth shoe, moves you from heel to toe super nicely. The rocker in the forefoot mixed with that super foam definitely feels right at home when you're picking up the pace. However, it isn't too aggressive where it gets in the way when you're trying to take it slow. It still feels nice and smooth even when you're just doing a slow recovery jog. I thought that the Light Strike Pro midsole wasn't so soft that it was mushy and unstable, but it was firm enough where it gave you nice responsiveness and some of that nice snappy feeling to it. So like I mentioned, there aren't any full-length rods or full-length plates or anything in this shoe, which I'm glad it doesn't. I think that helps make this shoe even versatile. Like I said, it still feels fast enough when you're picking up the pace, but it also feels comfortable when you're slow, and I think that the rods or plate in there might have deterred from that. So now touching on the outsole real quick, it's been holding up pretty well. It grips well on road and some light gravel. It's definitely nothing crazy. It gets the job done, that's for sure. I have been kind of surprised at the exposed parts of foam on the outsole. There's kind of less wear than I expected from a super foam, so far holding up pretty well. So this shoe can definitely handle it all. It's light enough to pick up the pace, enough cushioning for your daily miles. It can also be a budget race option as well. I'd honestly wish that more brands made shoes similar to this, where it has that super foam in there but no plates or anything like that, and just a comfortable training oriented upper. All right, let's go ahead and do a few quick comparisons now. The first shoe is from Mizuno. That is the Neo Zen, and both these shoes are around the same price point. They both use very energetic foams in them. I feel like the Neo Zen definitely has a higher stack height though. It feels like there's more cushion underfoot, but the midsole foam itself is definitely a lot softer. This makes it feel less stable underfoot, can be a little bit wobbly, but I would prefer this one for some of those longer slow runs where I want the most cushion underneath. But I feel like when you're picking up the pace, this one with its extra lightweight and little extra responsiveness feels better in my opinion. Both are definitely great values and very versatile though. Next up is the Novablast from ASICS. This one definitely leans more towards the trainer side, but I still find it to be very versatile. It has a nice amount of cushion to it. Again, I'd say it's softer than the Evo SL. And while these are both kind of up-tempo versatile trainers, I think this one leans a little more toward the training side, while this one leans more towards the tempo side. But again, they can both do it all. I think this one would what I would pick if I had only one shoe for all my marathon training and racing, just because I like that extra cushioning on it. But if I had only one shoe to do all my training and racing for half marathon and below, I think it'd be the Evo SL. And finally is the Pegasus Plus from Nike. Again, another lightweight, versatile up-tempo trainer, and this one uses 100% Zoom X, which is Nike Super Foam with a training-oriented upper. So you would assume that these two shoes would be pretty similar, but I found that the Peg Plus just wasn't as energetic and exciting as I'd expect from Zoom X, which is a bit of a letdown, and I'm glad that I do get that what you expect from a super foam, that more energy return, that fast bounce, protect your legs feeling. I did get that with the Evo SL, and it's honestly what I wished the Pegasus Plus would be. Plus the Evo SL is $30 cheaper. I think that this is the better value between the two. This one does have a little more extra rubber on the outsole, can hold up maybe a little better over the miles, but I think that the Evo SL is just a more enjoyable shoe between the two. So I think that the Evo SL is a great do-it-all, essentially budget trainer at this price point. It gets some of that high-end racing tech ideas and inspirations. It trickles down into this affordable training-oriented package, and I think it's a great do-it-all shoe for somebody like a high schooler where you can only get one pair. You can do your daily runs in it, your races, your workouts, everything in this one shoe. Or if somebody, you want a shoe with the super foam for race day, but you don't want a plate or you don't want something crazy expensive, I think that this is another good option as well. Overall, there hasn't been a run that I wished I was wearing a different shoe. The Evo SL seems to be able to do it all. I've really been loving it. Again, besides that kind of tongue sliding around, I haven't had any big issues with it. I'm excited to keep putting more miles on it and bring you a full review. Until then, have you tried this shoe or are you gonna pick one up? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on running.